Good morning. We're back.
And we're better.
I'm Dallas Vickers.
And I'm Caroline Green. And you're listening to another episode of This Takes the Cake.
I was about to get right into it. I got a little too excited.
I know.
Today is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, Caroline.
Happy Valentine's Day.
This is her favorite holiday.
I love the love. I love Valentine's Day. It's my favorite holiday. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to maybe possibly ruin it for you forever.
No, I don't think you could, honestly.
None of these are like bad, but we'll get into it in a second.
Okay.
First, before we get into anything about Valentine's Day, Miss Caroline Green has a big announcement to make that's already been announced.
Dun, dun.
But if you only listen to the pod, this might be a good place for you to
share
the news.
Tea. So if you don't already know, I'm franchising to Tampa. Yay! I'm so excited. I know. I feel like I just lost my voice a little bit.
I'm like happy for her, but I kind of want to cry too.
I know. If I think about it too much, I will cry because I love the Myrtle Girls in The Office.
But it's going to be really fun.
But it's fine. The only reason I haven't is because I still have April and May brides.
The day you leave is the day
the music dies.
Yeah, as they say.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
But we're really excited for Caroline. We're really proud
excited.
of her. We just don't want her to leave.
I'm coming for you, Jackie.
Okay, so today, Caroline, we're going to be talking about the history of Valentine's Day because at the end of the day, what we deal with most is love.
Lover. Wait, hold on. I'm lover today.
I was like, I put on pink this morning and I was like, I know Caroline's going to wear pink. So
I know you threw me off with the red, but I like it.
So then I put on red and I was like, okay, I kind of look like I'm in a Coca-Cola ad, but.
I had on a really big poofy pink Anthra dress this morning.
And I was
like, no.
No. Okay. We're going to get into it before our producer yells at us again.
Yeah, she's yelled at us all morning.
All morning long.
She's like, guys, spit it out.
Just do it already. We're a dance monkey. Dance. That's all we are.
She's looking at us like, oh my God.
Valentine's Day. Just for a preface, we're not going to quote the sources. You can figure that out on your own.
I can't wait to hear what you're about to say.
It's history, and you can just take our word with a grain of salt because I will be embellishing it. I
like history.
You do?
Yeah, that was like my favorite subject.
Really?
Yeah.
I pinned you as English girl.
No.
No. Okay. First one. February 14th is called Valentine's Day because the Roman Catholic Church honors two saints named Valentine on that day. Both Saint Valentines were ancient Romans of the AD 200s who died for their Christian faith.
Wow.
So Valentine's Day is a Christian holiday.
Really?
I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up,
Like I said, I don't know. I just read these. But my question is, they're both named Saint Valentine.
There's two of them?
Mm-hmm. Did they die together?
Yeah, what's the T?
Right, that's what it said. Both Saint Valentines were ancient Romans of the AD 200s
who
died for their Christian faith. Oh, maybe they just died.
Why are they called Valentine? Is that their name?
That's their name.
So were they brothers?
No.
Brothers
don't have the same name.
Oh, that's their first name.
Right. Like,
you think they were friends?
I think they were lovers.
The scandal.
Just kidding. It's the Roman Catholic Church.
I don't doubt it.
We can't say that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can. We shan't.
It was 200 AD. Who knows what was going on?
That's so true. They were getting crazy at 200 AD.
The
clubs were going wild in 200.
Yeah.
Wish I was there. Okay, the next one. The day may have taken its name from one of the saints who was...
Only one of them?
Who was martyred? What is that? So obviously my best subject wasn't English. Except for that it was.
I hope the people just heard our producer back.
She said, martyred? Okay. According to the legend, the saint signed a letter from your Valentine to his jailer's daughter, whom he had befriended.
Jailer's daughter.
So he was in jail.
Is that where Valentine's came about? Is that why you write your friends Valentines?
I think so. That's why you write little Valentines. He called it his Valentine.
So that's kind of scandalous though, right? Because like his friend's daughter, that's weird.
His jailer's, right?
Oh wait, was he friends with the jailer?
He had befriended the jailer.
I told
it's
you.
A little sketchy in the 200s.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Also, it said one of the Valentines.
One of them.
That's T.
Not the other. The other was busy doing other things. Maybe he wasn't in jail. Maybe he was spreading the word of love.
Okay.
To others. For Jesus. Okay. Other accounts think that it was Saint Valentine whom the holiday was named, though it is possible the two saints were actually one person. Plot twist, guys. That's why I've been holding back on the whole time. They could be the same person. There's no accounts.
You're right, because it's 200 AD.
Well, there's multiple accounts.
I need the receipts. Because how did we go from 2 to 1?
Someone get her to the Vatican. She needs the receipts.
Why did we think there was 2 in the first place?
I don't know.
And then everyone's like, oh no.
Okay.
Just 1.
I'm going through it. Another common legend states that Saint Valentine defied an emperor's orders and secretly married couples to spare the husbands from the rats.
The rats.
The rats. For the reason his feast day is associated with love.
Okay, you know what I got from that sentence?
Was it wraths or war? It's
Homeboy was Cupid, a.k.a. the 200 AD officiant. That's
the
what I got.
OG officiant.
Yeah.
Saint Valentine was marrying people to save them from war.
Oh. He was. I thought you said rats.
Wraths?
Oh.
Like the wrath.
Oh. I thought you like the
like
rats. Like you little rat.
If you were married, you didn't get got by the rats.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. In 2023, not 200 AD.
2024?
It would be 2024.
I know, I'm not used
I keep
to it
forgetting
either.
it. Okay, let's pretend you have a client that wants to secretly get married in 2024.
Okay,
what's your game plan?
I'm nosy, so I would have to figure out why it has to be a secret.
First, I need to know everything.
Yeah.
First,
why?
is your name Romeo and is her name Juliet?
Right.
Yeah.
And are we playing love story at the secret reception? Because we'd have to.
Oh, for sure.
Anyway, I don't know what I would do.
I think we've had.
Obviously, I'd do it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no question. It's about them. It's not about
I would want to know why.
I would definitely need to know why. If I was just doing, we do elopements and all of that fun stuff, and it's mostly just because, they want to. Like, that's their vibe. But we've also done weddings where they don't really have much family there because they're not.
See, I was on a totally different vibe. I'm thinking
we're thinking secret runaway.
Yeah, like.
Against.
Criminal. Gotta be a secret. Yeah.
Yeah.
Changing my name type of vibe. Like
so they committed a crime and now they're getting married.
Yeah.
And you're the planner. Oh my god.
That's what I thought about. But low key, we do that.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
But it'd be more fun if they were criminals and they're running away and changing their name.
Right.
Yeah, just don't kill me.
I was about to give her another fact, and she's still on it. Still thinking about it. At the end of the episode, she's going to be like, but what if they really were criminals? Okay. The first commercial Valentines in the United States were printed in the mid-1800s. Valentines commonly depict Cupid and the Roman god of love, along with hearts traditionally seen
Hold on, I have
as
to
a
stop
seed
you.
of emotion. What?
You said commercials?
Commercial. As in,
I'm probably not the best person to be listening to these facts, but commercial, on the TV.
No, as in sold.
Okay, because I was like, hold on, you're saying mid-1800s and commercial? I was lost. But go ahead.
They showed it at the picture films.
I know, I'm like,
I don't even think those were invented
really going on?
No, they mean it was advertised to people as something to do. This is a new holiday
that
we thought of.
And they advertised it with hearts and Cupid and all the things.
The Roman god of love, hearts, Cupid, all of which are seen as an emotion. What do we think? This is an opinion I have. This is an opinion I have strongly.
Oh, God.
What do we think about getting married on Valentine's Day?
Have
y'all ever seen the movie Valentine's Day? I think Ashton Kutcher is in it.
There's like 13 like baddies in that movie.
Yeah, it was
Taylor's
a great. Taylor was in there.
Taylor Lautner.
Mm-hmm. That's where their love story began. Dare I say?
Really? I didn't know that.
Or maybe they were already dating, but yeah.
And it's funny because the audio in that movie of him playing football and her being like, "Go, babe."
Yeah.
And like Travis, it's funny.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
There's so many celebrities. Yes, I love that movie.
Okay. Well, in that movie, I think one of them gets proposed to.
Probably.
And I just.
Oh, you mean like proposed getting engaged on Valentine's Day?
Well, I'm talking about getting married on Valentine's Day, but I think what my grudge is with is getting proposed to on Valentine's Day.
I just think it's too
like
predictable.
Get a little. That's what I'm saying. Get a little more creative. Yeah. However, if your boyfriend was like, "I want to propose to Caroline on Valentine's Day," I'd be like, "Yeah."
No. Tell him no.
I thought you'd love it.
Tell him no. Because I do love Valentine's Day, but like, what if it doesn't work out? Then that's going to be my engagement anniversary date.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so true.
And I don't think like, this is just
my
opinion.
Why do you think like that?
I don't know.
Why do you think like it would end?
Doctor, I'm sick.
Someone help her.
I don't think like when I think of Valentine's Day, maybe it's just because, well, you're married. I'm like the closest thing to single there is.
Right. I
don't think of like a significant other. I think of like spending it with like all my favorite people.
That's cute.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gonna throw a Valentine's party this year?
I have a story about that.
Okay.
I wish I would. No,
do you want to tell the story or?
Yeah, okay. I do. It's kind of full circle a little bit.
Tell it.
Okay, so when I was in college, I don't know if it was my sophomore year or my junior year, but me and my long-term boyfriend at the time had broken up. So Valentine's Day obviously is my favorite holiday. So this is my first Valentine's Day single, and I was like, what can I do? So I threw a Galentine's Day party, and it was like the biggest hit ever. And we had like 60 girls come, and we all wrote them like a Valentine. So like everybody got a Valentine. And it was Ariana Grande theme because at the time, Thank You Next was like life.
Yeah.
And it was just very iconic. And we did it the next year too. And it was just amazing.
Wasn't like planning parties in college kind of what made you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's
like,
really cute.
Galentine's is
her Super Bowl.
Yeah. And now I'm in Tampa and we slay.
Yeah.
Shout out to Galentine's.
If anyone wants a Galentine's party.
I think that's the most fun party to plan.
Yeah.
When I get filthy rich one day, I'm going to do it again.
Do like rent out a ballroom and do it. Yeah. Wedding history and traditions. Any historic weddings you remember off the top of your head? Historic weddings. What does that mean?
Sophia Richie. She will go down in history.
What about like?
How about Kourtney Kardashian? What was she doing?
What about like the Queen of England?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Which one? Our producer's extremely disappointed in us right now.
I think she wants us to stop.
It's iconic. I think it'll go down in history.
Okay.
You know her song, the Sophia? It's amazing. You know what I'm talking about? She goes down the aisle, the guy's singing the Georgia song, but she changes it to Sophia.
Oh, I didn't know they did that. What I was thinking more of is like the really historic, iconic weddings, like royal weddings, like Princess Diana.
I think she was royal. I believe she's royal.
What do you mean? What is that? What does that mean? What do you mean?
Wait, was she really? Wait, was Sophia Richie really?
No.
Oh.
I was talking about.
You're talking about the queens and shit.
I didn't know you were still on Sophia Richie.
The viewers are gonna lose brain cells.
Viewer discretion advised. This is not what you're used to today.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum, back at it again.
Remember when the governor called me a Tweedledee and still on Tweedledum? The governor's wife. Sophia Richie's wedding was iconic.
Truly.
But I was thinking more of like
Princess Diana.
Yeah. Like
she slays.
Really iconic weddings. Or that one king, King Edward, I think, that took like 3 wives and one of them, no, it was the king that married Marie Antoinette. They had a really extravagant wedding.
I don't know who these people are.
That's okay. Let's go back to Princess Diana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her wedding was watched everywhere because they had like a scandal. Or not like a scandal, but like it was scandalous that he used to date
when
her
did
sister
this happen?
In the 90s, 80s, in the 80s, I think. Yeah.
I want to watch it.
You should. It's on YouTube.
Is it?
It's like the streets are flooded.
I figured that would happen.
She's like terrified looking. I know. We need a whole episode on Princess Diana. And I just want to tell Caroline about it and her go,
I probably would.
Do you know the history of any traditions for weddings? Because we've looked them up before.
I know. I don't think I remember. I thought I remembered something about the veil, but I don't think I remember.
Well,
I'm more of like I know traditions, but I don't know the history.
Yeah, I know the superstitions.
Yeah.
I had a bride recently, Gentry. Hey, how are you, girl? She was super superstitious, and she did something that I've like heard of, but I haven't had anyone do it recently. She didn't even practice her own rehearsal. Like she stood and watched, but she had like someone in place.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's like bad luck.
Oh,
I know. I thought that was cool.
Interesting.
Okay, so I wanted to tell you about some of the history behind the traditions that we hate the most.
Oh, okay.
We talked about it before. We are not fans of the garter toss.
It's so
and it's about to make it
cringe.
worse. I'm about to make it
Ew.
worse. Okay.
Could
So
you
there's-
imagine somebody just like going up your dress and getting a string from your thigh with their teeth and grandma sitting 2 seats next? Like, I can't.
To a song from 50 Shades of Grey? No. You got to be.
To each their own.
Your grandma's got to be young and fresh and in it for that. I don't know.
Okay, what's
There's
the tea
two
on it?
stories.
Okay.
So the first story has to do with the bed chamber.
The what?
The bed chamber.
The bed chamber.
The wedding garden toss tradition came from the Middle Ages when garters kept up the bride's stockings, like they're, you know. The wedding guests would wait outside the bed chamber, like where they consummated the marriage.
I'm so scared
for
right
the
now.
newly married couple to consummate.
Bang.
Yes, Caroline, bang. And
They
then
would wait outside.
Yes, because you had to make, like, if it was like a royal wedding, they had to make sure that it happened because it's for like the good of the country. Like most of the time they were marrying for like, you know, to make sure you were alliancing with someone else or something. Allying, whatever. I can't speak today. Obviously, I've already couldn't say martyring.
I'm intrigued. Keep going.
Anyway, the groom would toss the bride's garter to the crowd to confirm that the consummation was complete. Yeah.
What? That's where that comes from?
Yeah.
Wait,
like,
they're not watching.
Woo!
They weren't watching.
No, but they were listening. They were there. They were waiting for the garter toss.
I hate that so much.
I know.
And
Can you
I can't
imagine?
believe we still toss it into the crowd. Oh my gosh. I'm never recommending that again.
You never did in the
Garter-
first place.
Outdated.
Outdated. Can I tell you about the history
Boring.
of the garter? Let me tell you a little something about the garter. The other story or the other
Is it
theory,
worse?
It's yeah.
Okay.
It's not worse. It's not better. The garter toss tradition also stems from the medieval superstition that wedding guests taking a piece of the bride's dress was good luck. A garter was a simple item the bride could give as a good luck charm instead of guests tearing apart the wedding dress.
I wish
They would
someone would try to tear apart my wedding dress.
Imagine being invited to your friend's wedding in the medieval times.
And they just attack.
Your name is Gertrude.
Ew.
And you're desperately single. And your bestie just gets married.
Well, yeah, because my name's Gertrude.
Yeah. And Gertie. And and you're like, she's not wearing a garter, and then you just rip her dress. happened.
That is so barbaric.
I know. It was the medieval times.
Wow,
They were
people
being
are crazy.
Speaking of rats, they were being
They were being rats.
They were getting got by the rat.
I mean, like, I would be so sad.
Yeah.
My wedding dress would just be ripped apart.
Well, I mean, that's why they had the garter. So I guess that's a good thing.
That story's better.
If you have barbaric bridesmaids that would rip apart your dress, then maybe think about a garter toss.
Mm-hmm.
Then and only then. Okay. I didn't know that even had a background story. This is about bridesmaids' dresses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just thought that was the thing that happened. I didn't think there was any kind of history behind it. But the tradition of bridesmaids dressing alike dates back to ancient Rome. The bride considered to be the prime bait for vengeful spirits. So all the women dressed alike to confuse the spirits from interrupting the bride and the groom's day.
Interesting.
Isn't that kind of cool?
That is kind of cool.
So what I'm thinking is, I mean, not everyone wore white, especially in ancient Rome. So, I mean, if the bride was wearing, like, red, I guess everyone was wearing red to, like, distract from the spirits.
How we feel about that.
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that wedding tradition?
The OGs will get it.
Caroline ruined it for a lot of people. Like, I had a lot of my brides be like, oh, my God, I wore red to a wedding. I wore red to my cousin's wedding. I'm like, I don't think anyone... You're good. That's a Caroline thing.
I've had people say that to me, too, and I'm like, I don't know if I made that up, but I swear I heard it. Anyway.
Caroline made it up. Another theory is that it was done so no one would outshine the bride or look better than one another. So,
I like that.
But I mean, recently, because girls love girls and we're not against each other, we've been letting people, or like brides have been letting their bridesmaids pick whatever fits best for them.
Yeah, whether it's like
a color,
same color, different style, or different pattern.
Yeah.
I do like that, how that's evolved.
Yeah, I think the most like self-confident people are those, and it's always like influencers or celebrities that have their bridesmaids wearing white, because they're like, I still love that. They're like, they still aren't outshining me. That's crazy. And very it's like Roman of you. You're all wearing white. You know, spirit's gonna get you, girl.
It's kind of like a power move.
It kind of is.
I like it.
I like it. Plus, I love
the other day.
All white weddings. I love when everyone comes to a wedding wearing white in the summer with the outside. I think it's really pretty.
I'm a big black and white girl.
It's something that's so, like, it would never be done here. Not in the South.
Yeah. But I'll do it at my wedding.
Okay. I'll wear white. I'll wear a big white dress. And I'll stand next to you in all the photos.
And I'll be like, who's the bride?
It's me. Okay. Engagement rings, which I actually have always had the curiosity of finding out, but I just never Googled it.
Yeah. Wait, did you pick out your engagement ring? Isn't it in your family?
No, it was my great-grandmother's.
And Jake just
did
a great job.
Yeah, he happened upon it. Basically, my great-grandmother got this as a gift, this whole thing. I don't have my nails done, so don't look.
This shiny little rock on my hand?
Yeah. She got it as a gift from her husband, as like I think it was her 25th anniversary gift.
Oh.
And then she gave it to my grandmother when my grandma turned 25. And then my grandma gave it to my mom when she turned 25. And then Jake proposed to me with it when he was 25. Isn't that kind of cute? We didn't plan it like that. But
I didn't know the 25 story.
Yeah, I think I should make it my number.
Yeah.
I know. It was cute.
So your 25th anniversary is going to be crazy.
Yeah. I gotta find somewhere to put this thing.
Yeah.
Give it to someone or keep it.
Do you think you'll have a child by then?
Yeah, but she won't be 25.
Yeah, because you'd have to have her right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Next subject.
Sorry.
Anthropologists believe that engagement rings date back to a Roman custom in which wives wore rings with keys attached, which indicated that their husbands owned them.
Ew.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. Right?
For our listeners only, I just kind of took off my wedding ring. I'm just kidding. That doesn't have that connotation anymore.
No.
But for a long time, that's kind of that's unfortunately what women were.
I hate that.
I know. I hate it too. I think I'm seeing a big pattern in the Roman world of like they had a lot of the wedding traditions, probably because they were one of the only
girlies.
civilizations
now
with
the
money.
girlies are on top.
I'm like
come a long way.
I'm like getting into a deep philosophical conversation, and Caroline's like, the Gerties are on top. I'm like, according to my research, the Roman Empire was
because Barbie only has a good day when Ken looks at her.
Wait,
no, I said that wrong. That's what it was in the Roman
Barbie
times.
has a good day every day.
Yeah, Ken only has a good day when Barbie looks at him.
And that's how it should be, and that's how it is now.
Yeah. What is wrong with these people?
I know.
I'm shook at the engagement ring.
I know. Yeah.
Wow.
The best man, we'll talk about him now.
Okay.
The best man originated as the groom's choice protector. Many centuries ago, it was common for grooms to steal a bride from her family if they didn't approve of the union, and it was the best man's job to fight the family if they retaliated.
Interesting.
So, like, he was the swordsman next to him if the family didn't approve of the wedding. I guess that happened a lot because, like I said, weddings back then used to be
I just can't wrap my
ally.
head around this shit. We can bleep that out if you need. But, like what? You know what I mean?
Well, like, weddings used to be, like, a transactional process. It wasn't for love always, Caroline.
It's like downing my Valentine's Day mood.
Well, maybe we'll end it on a good note, I think. We won't end it on a good note.
We're going to have to.
So he would fight off the family. This is his bestie, his ride or die, would fight off the family if they tried to come
I like that.
literally pick her up and leave and take her away. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Our next little spiel is about the veil, and it has kind of a cool background.
I'm excited to hear this because I feel like I've heard something about the veil before.
I've heard a
really
few things
remember.
about the veil. This is like the oldest kind of tradition we saw. So when the marriage was arranged by the fathers and negotiated like a business deal, like we just talked about, a transactional deal, love and physical attraction were secondary notions. The veil often served to keep the bride's appearance secret until it was too late for the groom to have second thoughts about who he just agreed to spend his life with.
So this was a Roman Love is Blind.
Well, it's not specifically Roman. I think this is this feels a little
This
medieval.
is a Love is Blind back in the day.
This is Love is Blind. Yeah. Blind and mute because they probably had never met each other.
Could you imagine? I just couldn't.
Yeah. And then, like, what if...
They had to have the ick back
like,
then.
imagine the father that decided his daughter was ugly and, like, veiled her.
Wait, so they only veiled them if they thought...
No, I mean, it turned into a tradition. But someone's dad had to think, ooh, yeesh,
I'm going to veil her.
I'm going to put a veil on this thing and then
That's just
send her
terrible.
off. I know. Isn't that awful?
Ugh.
I know.
I'm just so thankful that, like, I'm living in this age.
Did I ruin weddings for you?
No, you just made me, like, I'm just not meant for the olden days.
So what you're saying is you don't like history.
I know, right? In the beginning, I'm like, oh my God, I love history.
And then she said commercial.
No, I think I like to hear about it, but I'm just shook.
I know. Yeah, it kind of takes some of the fantastical.
Like in my head, I'm like,
it.
It's like a movie in my head when you're saying all of this stuff, and it's giving like a Game of Thrones twist.
Yeah, it is very Game of Thrones vibe. Yeah, it's very
because
it's death do us part basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of not cute, but now marriage is for love.
Now it's all fun and
all fun,
so fun.
Yeah. Do you have any opinions on any of these traditions that should stay?
I hate the garter.
Do you have any traditions that should stay or should go? I have some.
Well,
not even the ones that we talked about, but any of them.
Oh. The garter needs to go.
The garter.
Now I'm just like extra
the garter is
feeling
on its way
like
out
it needs
the
to
door.
go.
Yeah.
And don't bring her back.
Don't.
No. Boo,
Please.
boo, boo.
Please. Don't get an engagement ring with the attention of what it was meant for.
I thought we were blinging.
I know. I know.
Like, no.
Yeah, no.
I don't like that. But, like, also, like, I do want a pretty good engagement ring. So.
Or.
But the history of it, boo.
Yeah.
I do like the bridesmaids' dresses. That one was cute.
I like the tradition of, and some people have been switching it up lately. The bride goes down the aisle last.
Yeah.
I've seen weddings recently where the bride goes first so she can see everyone walk down the aisle.
Honey, that's why you hire a videographer.
Yeah. I don't.
What?
There's some traditions that just need to like the grand reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some people try to be different, so different on purpose, and it's like you can, do whatever you want, but like that one, I feel
there's certain things that I feel like you would look back on and be like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. The bride needs to be last.
I think it's her day and his day, of course.
Everyone, please rise and look how pretty I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like the bridesmaids' dresses thing.
I love that. I think the best man thing's kind of funny.
Yeah, can you imagine some of the best men we've had protecting their groom?
Scary.
Honey. So most of the best men we've had could barely
function. Yeah.
Some of them are really sweet. Some of them are, if they had a sword in their hand, we'd all be doomed.
Yeah.
Control your best man on your big day.
I kind of do like the saving the cake tradition. Like
I love that. I love the top tier tradition.
Did you save your top tier?
So, funny story, I actually left it at the restaurant. And
Did they throw it away?
I don't think they have it anymore. But it's okay because I told Holly, and Holly is one of our great bakers here in Myrtle Beach.
Such good cakes.
Such good cake. And she made me another one, and it's in my freezer.
Okay.
So I do like the new trend of like if you have a smaller cake, people are doing smaller weddings. I did. The top tier you kind of have to the side, or you don't have it on the cake at all, so you can eat the whole cake. They can cut the whole cake and then have the top tier to the side.
I mean, I feel like we never see this because we're very adamant about that because it is tradition for a lot of people. So like saving the top tier, not saving the top tiers in our timelines, it's noted everywhere. It's communicated. But I feel like other places and, maybe people who don't have a planner, I bet that happens to them a lot.
Yeah, that they just cut the top tier.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's like,
I'd be so sad.
Me too.
Like, me leaving my top tier was my fault.
Because, I know, you're getting a new top tier, but, what if it really meant, I want the top tier from my cake? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it could be a different flavor, too. Mm-hmm. Anyway, thank you for listening to my history lesson.
That was a
Thanks
wild
for coming to
ride.
my TED Talk today.
That was crazy.
Yeah. What was your least favorite garter?
The garter.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that.
I know. We're not over it.
No.
Thank you so much for listening.
Are we done?
We're done. You're done. We need to go get our history book.
But I want to know why you like Valentine's Day.
Why I don't like it?
Why you do like it. What's your favorite part about it? Before we leave.
I know. I haven't talked about it.
I know. Dallas is giving us a history lesson.
I don't really like Valentine's Day that much.
OMG.
I know.
As you're literally in red and have red lipstick on. You really don't?
Not really. I don't know. I never do anything for it. Sometimes
that'll change.
Okay. Caroline said, that'll change. Staring into my eyes. I do love Galentine's. I think Galentine's is the sweetest tradition.
So fun.
I think it's
love
really fun.
Galentine's.
I enjoy it. But decorating for it, it's not like a holiday. I decorate for or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I'll make you a Valentine's this year.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Please follow us on all of our social media. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, or YouTube. That's where my mom likes to go so she can watch me.
Yeah. I hate that option, but slay.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, everything, and we'll be back
And
next
if you're listening
week.
from Tampa, hit me up.
Hit her up. She wants clients.
I want to plan your wedding and your parties and your Valentine's Day parties and all the things.
All the things. Bye, Caroline.
Bye, Dallas.
Bye.